And Rhaenyra will send her new dragons here for you. Soon or late.
I am not afraid.
Fly to the Riverlands. Draw Daemon out. He has just one dragon, and killing him would be a vicious blow to Rhaenyra. At Harrenhal, you will be unassailable. Perhaps I could even meet you there. That road is uncertain. But this one, if you stay here and wait for Rhaenyra and her dragons to come, this one is certain. You are so courageous. But I cannot lose you as I did Aegon. If I do, I will be lost. Heed me, Aemond, please.
All the way from Providence, Rhode Island, welcome to the House of the Dragon with Mary and Blake, a podcast dedicated to the House of the Dragon on HBO. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host, Mary Larson.
My name is Blake, and Mary, I changed up the music a little bit this year for us.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, I felt like since they changed the intro music, might as well do the same for us here. So it's not terribly different, but just enough flavor, just like Ramin Djawadi did.
Awesome. I'm digging that, Blake. I'm here for that. I mean, soundtracks for you listeners who may be new to us mean a lot to me. I'm a musician. I'm a music teacher. I am obsessed with music when it comes to shows. And honestly, if it has bad music, it's glaring to me.
Oh, yeah.
So to have the musical choices of this episode, the premiere of season 3, to have a bit darker of an intro, more percussive, less lighthearted, was an interesting choice.
Well, let's begin. Let's talk about that. It was never lighthearted to begin with.
True.
It was less Game of Thronesy. Let's put it that. It was more House of the Dragon-y meets Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Is
The
that
darky
fair?
side where it's like, you have no hope for anyone.
Yeah,
They all are gonna die. We know the future. Yes, I know. I totally agree.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, Mary, we are back, man. Talking about House of the Dragon. I am so excited. It's been a while. I have been dying to see this premiere since the finale of last season, and that was quite a while ago. And you and I have been talking about this. You know, is this the premiere that we needed? Is this the premiere that we deserved? Or really, is this is this the actual finale of season 2? And I think that's a really big question we need to discuss, but we'll get there when we get there. Let's do some quick housekeeping before we get into the rest of this episode, shall we?
Yes, we shall. Of course, you can support the show and all of our bonus content at jointhenerdclan.com. That is our Patreon community, so you get extra content, you get extra insights, you also get access to episodes early with all the fun show notes and all those kind of great things, so you're definitely going to want to check that out.
And
What
don't
else?
forget the kitchen table and the craft table and the spoiler table over at jointhenerdclan.com. It's just basically a giant text thread with Mary and I and a bunch of all the other House of the Dragon nerds that are there that love to discuss, and we have the nightly discussions and the discussion for the episode when it premieres. So it's just a really lot of fun over there at the kitchen table. So absolutely. Go there, go to maryandblake.com, check out all the podcasts.
You can find us on
and stuff that we
YouTube,
have there.
Facebook, Instagram. We also have a Facebook group. And of course, you can leave us a review in Apple Podcasts. It helps because podcasts grow via word of mouth. So thank you to friends. All right, let's get into the reason you're here.
I don't know, Marvin, you ready? You ready
Yes,
to get
I am.
into the show? All right, let's do it. Here we go.
All right. So our recap for this episode. This was, of course, the season 3 opener. For those of you who are in the future, maybe you hang out with some weirwood trees or something like that. You know, the gods would. I don't even know.
It's all the same, man. No, no. You know what? You're just into the old gods, and that's okay.
It's all good, man. There's some weird things old goddish in this episode, so I'm just here for it, okay? So anyway, this episode, Rhaena, okay, we're going to clarify. Rhaena, the niece.
Yes.
Because some of these people have way too close to names. So the niece who was the worst babysitter, Rhaena, she hangs out with Sheepstealer, and they have like a toothless How to Train Your Dragon moment, and she gets to ride a dragon. Sweet. Aegon,
luckily, she didn't bring any eels. That's the most important part.
Dragons do not like eels. Aegon and Larys, they run away from King's Landing. Then they're captured to guys who are loyal to Rhaenyra, who's the queen.
Yes.
Okay. Then Alicent is like, do, because she, of course, went and chatted with Rhaenyra at the end of season 2. Mm-hmm. And she like sneaks back in. And she's like, oh my God, Aegon is gone? He was my bargaining chip. And Aemond is there. And Aemond's supposed to be gone. Like the one that was supposed to be gone isn't gone. The vicious, creepy one. And then the burnt up baby who's in a bed who is going to be an easy beheading. He's out of here. So she's in trouble. And she has a little action with her son. So awkward. Daemon is in the Riverlands, chopping people up, hanging with the river folk. The war is gross. There's killed lions. The creepy, amazing old men from the Starks are down there. It's great. Okay, then Rhaenyra is like, Alicent is so true. And Jace is like, no, he's not, Mom. Come on, this is the Game of Thrones, man. This isn't how it is. But it was, because if women just run the world, it would be fine. And then, of course, he dies. So after he locks his mom in the tower, the Triarchy, the like creepy pirates who are cannibals, they have an amazing fight. A fight that honestly we've heard about not just in House of the Dragon, but in Game of Thrones lore.
Correct.
Like this is giant, okay?
The Battle of the Gullet, it's a big deal.
Yeah. It would be like people referencing the Boston Tea Party, where it's just people know about it far in the future. So they have the situation, lots of fighting with the pirate Lohar and all of her Triarchy friends. Gullet and Jace, of course, ride with Moondance and Vermax. Jace dies. Bye-bye, Jace. Also, Rhaena, the niece with the crazy dragon, Sheepstealer, she's in on this. Just burning boats, all kinds of things, guys. There's just too much. Okay, so there you go. We've lost a kid, and we don't know where Corlys is. We just saw him sink in his really heavy armor. But that's it. War sucks, and we jumped into the action. All right, Blake, give me some episode deets.
This was entitled Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood, and of course it is the season 3 premiere. It was written by Ryan Condal and is directed by Lonnie Paristier. And for those of you who care about these things, Ryan Condal has written many episodes of the House of the Dragon because he is the showrunner. He wrote episode 1, season 1, episode 102, 103, 110, and 201 as well. And this feels to me very much like a spine episode, if you will. It's not just one battle, right? It's the episode where everything changes. The whole thing shifts. In Rhaenyra, she just breaks right open. And this does feel like Ryan Condal's writing, where it's these big dramatic moments where everything changes. And the director, of course, Lonnie Paristier, he's directed also season 2, episode 7, The Red Sowing, which is important because The Red Sowing is actually very much quite like this episode. It's about dragon power becoming horrifying instead of the triumphant thing we always think about, right? And Vermithor and Silverring, where they weren't just treated like these godlike myths. It was actually volatile. It was really in your face. And this was the battle mode of what Lonnie Paristier brought to 207. And of course, I do feel like he is a logical choice for the Battle of the Gullet because he's doing something similar, I think, with Sheepstealer and Vermax and Moondancer and the chaos, really, of the dragon warfare. So this is directed by Lonnie Parister. And Mary, why do you think they call this one Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood?
Because you saw a lot of it, man.
It's true.
That's all you saw.
Yeah, and really for me also, I think a lot of these things can be attributed directly to the episode itself, whether it's Salt as being the Gullet, the sea battle, Driftmark, or the cost of fighting war on the water. The sea obviously is Corlys. It's naval strategy. It's the blockade. It's the triarchy. It's the Valyrian identity, really. And then fire, of course, is dragons that all the Targaryens are using. The blood is Jace and what that death means, but also what the inheritance of what that means and how sons are constantly dying for their parents' wars. And really, all of that comes together in this episode, and we all know Fire and Blood. I mean, that's the title of the book anyway, so it is what it is. But what really matters here, Mary, is your flames rating. How many flames are you giving this episode, season 3 premiere?
Yeah, I'm giving this episode a 4.9. I think had it been like another show, I might have given it a 4.7. But to be honest, this was probably my favorite season premiere out of the entire Game of Thrones universe that we've watched.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with traditional Game of Thrones season premieres. Honestly, even through the first and second episodes of a new season, it's generally when they're setting the game board.
Yep.
And they annoyingly remind you of who everyone is, and they remind you of the landscape of everything, and they remind you of the different places, and it just takes very, very long, and you know that you're getting a big battle or something exciting in several episodes. To us jump in and not have the unnecessary reacknowledgments of who, what, where, why, when, how, because you're not watching season 3 of this episode, which is a spin-off of a different series. Like, you're not watching this unless you know what's going on, right? They know we don't want to waste our time. But the fact that there was a massive battle in in episode 1 of a season in this Game of Thrones universe, which is usually snooze fest episodes 1 and 2. It might have like a wow thing here or there, but this was an action-packed episode with not only the war, but honestly the war emotionally between people also going on. It was so strong. We had such strong reactions with Rhaenyra being locked away, with Alicent being kissed by her son. Like, there were some big weird moments, man, and you were on the edge of your seat the whole episode. So there's my 4.9.
Yeah, Mary, I kind of agree with you on this one. I'm going to give this one a 4.9 myself.
Ooh,
I really enjoyed it, and it does call into question, I think, the structure of how Game of Thrones let's do this. The Game of Thrones universe, right? Let's refer to it as that, not just Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, because it's all part of the same idea, right? I think what this does is it calls into question how things have gone normally and how we can expect things possibly moving forward, right? To start off with this big bang is interesting. It's different. And
makes me a little nervous because I'm like, oh no, is it getting a little boring in the middle?
Yeah.
Or is it just setting the bar? Like, all right, guys, we opened Pandora's box. The dragons have been set loose and are fighting.
Yeah. That's
so
how it feels.
Agreed.
That's how it feels to me. So I'm going to give this one a 4.9. But before we get into that, you're GBG. You're good. You're bad. And you're great.
Part of why I really love this episode was the cinematography and the zooming out pictures. We've been feeling like these dragons are ginormous. We think about when the Dragonseeds were going and trying to be paired with their dragons last season, and how big they seemed and how scary they are. And let's be real, even Sheepstealer is a very, very big dragon. But overall in this episode, they were kind of like zoomed out and they treated them more like the mortal beings that they truly are. And of course, we lose a dragon in this episode from that too.
Yep.
The other thing I liked was just having their different personalities. Like when Sheepstealer just doesn't just doesn't listen. Sheepstealer gives 0 Fs.
Oh, Sheepstealer needs some headgear too, by the way.
Oh, he definitely has a massive underbite. We should send him to our orthodontist. Lord knows we give that guy enough money. But Sheepstealer like doesn't listen, doesn't obey, is an older, wild creature. And even when he cooks the sheep, he doesn't like gently place it in front of Rhaena.
Oh, no.
It was like,
Yeah.
nope, here, I'll throw it, and you still have to work for it, which is so like real animals. And
Sure.
then we have the opposite of the dragons who are listening. And so it's just like a really neat dichotomy where it's like feral cats. Like I feel like Sheepstealer is a feral cat.
Absolutely.
And then like we have our sweet Lumos who like snuggle us and like play with us. But like Sheepstealer is that scrappy cat that you see that's like missing an ear.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's like, watch out, buddy. You know? Like that Sheepstealer's voice.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
Let me
really
see
cool.
here.
Was to see them as regular animals.
Is he smoking a cigar at the same time?
Yes. Like in All Dogs Go to Heaven. So yeah, just to see them as real animals. My bad. I know that this was on purpose.
Yep.
So I'm acknowledging that. I'm not foolish. But I didn't know what the hell was going on in that ship battle. Like, it was so foggy, and I couldn't see the banner, so I didn't know whose ship was whose. And I kind of forgot the C6 logo, even though it is very simple, except when I would see it on the chest plates.
Sure.
But, like, they were burning the ship masts, and I just couldn't tell who was who. So even when Jace popped up and I was like, oh gosh, now he has to live without his dragon. Like I was nervous just for that. But he has to live without his dragon. And then when he started to be shot, I'm like, who the hell are these people? Because I didn't see markings on their ship. So I'm like, oh my God, he's next to the bad guys. Like I was so lost. But in that moment, I was like Jace, who's just happy to get out of the water. So I know it was on purpose, but it was also a little frustrating for me. My great is the new odd couple of Aegon and Larys.
Oh my God, right?
That I didn't know I needed in my life.
Fantastic.
And like I have found Aegon to be snooze fest a lot of times until as of recent. And the dichotomy between the two of them, just how they interacted so differently to that soldier that pulled them over. And the fact that Aegon was like, no, I'm not gonna kneel. When like I would have thought he might have.
Yeah.
I kind of thought he was a pushover. And
Me too.
Seeing this, I was like, okay. And then Larys just thinking on his feet.
Yep.
Like the best way to survive is to actually still be alive.
Yeah, that's Aegon. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Here's his crown. He's burnt to a crisp because of dragons. #dragons. So that's my good, bad, great.
Yeah, Mary, I think one of the things that the show struggles with is that sometimes we're trying to find somebody to care about.
Yeah. I'm always trying to find someone to care about because in shows like this.
And I hate this phrase, oh, this character isn't likable. A character doesn't have to be likable to be a good character. A character does not have to be likable in order to root for that character, right? But there has to be some sort of vulnerability.
They have to make me feel something.
Yeah.
Do I hate you? Do I think you're funny? Am I kind of like annoyed by you? But whatever. Do I like you?
Yes.
Do I love you? Like what is it? And so, yeah, they need to make me feel something. And frequently Aegon doesn't make me feel things. Like he's just kind of been like,
he's kind of been like
predictable.
Yes. And jerky and like, but not in a Joffrey way. Like Joffrey was jerky, but
no, I saw him as like a pouting toddler, like, oh, I'm gonna do this if you're gonna do that. Like I just saw him pouty. And this to me was a little different.
That poutiness made you want to root against him. Like you were invested in the fact that, oh dude, I effing hate Joffrey. And it's not that like Aegon was kind of the same, but you just didn't care as much. I don't know how to, but the reason why I say all this is because I feel like this thing with Larys and Aegon is going to flip that as we get further into the season.
I want them to be the ones that like go on a merry adventure and see these weird magical creatures and get some magic going on.
Absolutely.
Like that's who I want to go through the crazy magical aspect of the Game of Thrones universe.
Right.
These two.
Because
what else have they got to do?
Right,
He
I know.
just has to be beheaded.
Yep.
That's what she wants. So like, Go be the odd couple that we didn't know we needed in our lives.
Do weird stuff.
And go find those goat men.
The other thing to Mary is like, like Rhaenyra is, I mean, a fairly well-written character, I think. But it's hard to kind of root for her in many ways. The same thing with Daemon.
Why is it hard for you to root for Rhaenyra? Because I wonder if it's because you've been like a patriarchy grown man.
No, absolutely. Because I rooted for Daenerys right from the beginning.
Okay.
So it's not
But she's different. Daenerys, you got to see, I feel like Rhaenyra gives a different attitude than Daenerys did.
1,000%.
And Daenerys was likable and I'm being sold. She had her own different arc that I don't think we went on. I think Rhaenyra, even young, was a badass. And
that's the thing. I don't know. I think I liked Daenerys because there was change with her. She went from this one thing to become another, to become like another thing that was, much more involved. And then she ended up becoming the queen that we all know that she ended up becoming. For Rhaenyra, it's just been kind of the same the whole time. And to me, it just feels like there's just been no growth. And I think that is the hard thing, because it feels, it's like the Who. Here's the new boss, same as the old boss. It's just like, okay.
But this is where I wonder. See, I have seen growth in her.
Okay.
I've seen tremendous growth, but she isn't as flourished as other female characters traditionally are on their growth journey.
Fair.
I think she's grown more in a traditional masculine way, where you'd be like, wow, look at what he did in the beginning. And now, I don't know. I just see it different. I also see a growth, honestly, going even more towards her softer side. I don't think she would have let Alicent come in and have that conversation a little while back when she was really hot and heavy. But now she's gone through loss. I just see her as a more mature version of herself.
Sure.
But that's why I'm saying I wonder if we're just kind of trained through Hollywood to see a woman's growth journey be different generally.
And that might be fair.
Like when you think of Captain Marvel, she's kind of got the same badass energy as Rhaenyra and doesn't emote in the traditional way. And even just seeing Supergirl, same thing. I just think that there's not as many, and to be honest, a lot more women are like that than the dramatic ones.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I don't know, because I think I find myself liking the Alicent character more than I like Rhaenyra.
Because she's much more feminine.
See, I don't know.
But I wonder if you can see her journeys. I think that is more traditional, Hollywood.
Maybe
her character.
I'm not above saying you're wrong. That might be the case, and I think that's a really great exercise to think about. But regardless, let's do this. Well, because I think it's fair. I think it's a fair thing.
No,
All right.
agree.
So my good, Corlys.
I'm just laughing because of that it's taken this long to get to your GBG.
Oh, I know, right? Corlys. Well, and that's how you know it's good, right? That's how you know you're able to have these kind of conversations. Corlys gets to be Corlys finally. We actually get a chance to see him be the sea snake. We actually get a chance to see him do a thing.
Oh my God.
And not just be, Corlys. He was a badass. Corlys
and he slept around.
Yeah, and he did X, Y, and Z, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, we never get a chance to see him do any of that.
We got our Yoda moment when Yoda was always said to be badass.
And then Dooku shows up. You finally get a chance to see him do a thing. And one of my favorite scenes with him is when he is with his little ship steerer guy.
Okay.
And he's telling him what to do. And then he very calmly says, you know what? Let me do this. Because he knows just intuitively as a captain, okay, I have to be calm here. Because if I'm not calm, and if
Helmsman.
Sure, there you go. I know that if I'm not calm, this ship is not going to be calm. And if that's the case, we're all screwed. And he doesn't berate him. He doesn't say, you can't do this. Why didn't you? You need to It's just, you know what? Let me take that. I think that might have been my most favorite moment for him this whole episode.
Oh, I would agree.
Thought that was awesome. All right, my bad. I have a couple of things. I'm not sure if I'm buying the Dragonseeds quite yet. They feel very much like a tack on to all of this, but I have some theories.
Cool.
But really,
what don't you like about the Dragonseeds? Just that they're there,
They're
or do you
there.
not like them?
they feel very plotty, if you know what I mean. They feel like there's going to be a very specific reason for them to be there. And you know what? Screw it. I'll just do it right now.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Ulf and everybody, dude, that guy, he's no good. I don't care what anybody says.
No.
He is going to do something
Stupid or bad?
both.
Oh.
I think he'll do something stupid, which will turn him into a bad character,
Okay.
right? Like right now he's funny and he's kind of like dopey.
Because I associated with him. Out of everyone this episode, I was most Ulf.
That's
Okay?
fair.
I would be like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
She didn't show up. There's creepy things here. Now
I just saw a dude with antlers.
Oh my God. When the witch shows up and he's like, yeah, I'm done. Like, final straw. And so I know we're not supposed to like Ulf, but I'm not going to lie. I sat there being like, am I him? I would be pissed if I thought I was getting a castle.
Yeah.
What do I need a horse for? I
Yeah.
get a dragon. So truly, when I watched this episode the second time, I was like, oh my God, I'm Ulf. Like, I know I won't always be him.
Yes.
But I would be freaking out, going to the bathroom, just having a regular goat look at me, nonetheless a goat person.
Well, no, it wasn't a goat. It was antlers. It was a guy with
when
antlers.
he was pooping,
Oh,
there
was a goat.
a black goat.
Which I think that was Alys. I think, dude, because she was like straight up, dude, I'm a witch.
Yeah, and she was all in black like the black goat.
Right.
But the goat man was tan.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Nonetheless, like if that's now the second goat thing you see,
Yeah.
no, all set. Because maybe she bippity boppity booed right
We
in
got
front of
weird
him.
sounds. We got goat people, antler people,
Yeah.
witches.
So, like I said, you can hate on Ulf or be nervous that he's going to turn. If he turns into a bad guy, great. Love that for his character arc.
Sure.
But just know that right now, I am Ulf in this episode. I
Fair.
would be out of it.
I have a feeling that Ulf is going to do something stupid. And the way that he seems to react feels like it feels like he is going to be the hinge point for blacks and greens. Like something is going to happen with him. Or
what if the Greens offer him a castle?
yeah, like that could be it.
You could come to our side. What's she paying you? A horse?
Yeah. Or they could do a thing with Hugh Hammer and make him.
That's who I see taken. Like, I don't love him. I think, is it Aaron? I think I can trust Aaron. I think Aaron's not long for this world.
Okay. Yep.
I think Aaron's going to die and Alyn's going to take over as dragon.
That's fair. Yep.
I don't trust Hugh Hammer whatsoever. I think he will flip in a moment.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth on them. And this is kind of why I don't like them yet, because I don't have a read quite so much.
I just trust Ulf's instincts would be my own right now.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, my bad is that,
I'm
but
not saying
also
I like him.
it's also the mechanics of Rhaenyra getting locked into her own bedroom. You can feel that moment in the writer's room where they're like, listen, we cannot have Rhaenyra on a dragon in this battle. Can't do it. Because she can't know that Jace is dead. She can't, we know that she can't get harmed. So how do we prevent her from getting into this battle? And the answer is lock her in her room.
I mean, that's traditionally the easiest way, Blake.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is when you can feel that.
I didn't feel it.
Oh, see, I did.
I took it as this is the punishment Jace has had because he's still a child. You know, he's now a teenager.
Well, he's a kid.
But like how many times within recent memory has Jace probably had to be locked in his room for being naughty?
Oh, yeah, but
Probably a while.
But he's not the queen.
No, I know, but like that's how he knows to keep her away.
Sure.
Because it needs to be his choice. It can't be like she's having a baby and they need to go fight.
Let's say this. Let me say it differently. The fact that Jace does that to his mother, I actually buy that.
Yeah.
Because that character does feel like that is a true thing to what he would do.
Yes.
What I do not buy, and this is how I feel the mechanics of the writers, is when he goes to Sir Laurent.
That's where I did struggle.
No, you're going to do this. Because any Queen's Guard is going to be like, I'm sorry, who are you?
But to me, there now needs to be a bigger reaction. And by that I mean, if he did this, which was totally out of character, you wouldn't believe that a Queen's Guard member would do this, but he did, and we've loved him and have seen him a lot. There needs to be major repercussions. He needs to go on a big journey, and then that will help make up for this. Because I will say, in times of chaos especially, I mean, the people are dying all over the place, and he doesn't know what to do. And he probably agrees with Jace. He probably believes this is a trap. I don't want to lose my queen.
Yes.
People make mistakes.
Yes.
And that's what I think this is allowing us to have. So if this is just a mistake, and he's not, if he's like just a quick beheading, like, oh, shame on you, you didn't listen to me, chop off his head. I'm not here for that. I'm here for like a redemption arc, or I'm here for something big.
A little bit more nuance.
Otherwise, you could have taken him out and Jace just could have locked the door.
Yeah, I think I would.
Like he could have just boop.
I think I would buy that more.
Jace just locking her in?
Yeah, or doing something that prevents her from getting out.
Correct. So that's why I think that there has to be a reason for it.
Sure.
It's going to be a bigger story, and we'll be like, okay, he had a human moment, or we don't know where his loyalties lie or what he believes. So I want to see an arc for him.
All right, but my great is actually, it's Jace related. It is his death. The writers did this great 3-beat with him where you think he's going to die, then he doesn't. You think he's going to die, then he doesn't. And then on the third try, he does die. But he doesn't die this big, loud, enormous death that you think would come.
He doesn't even die on his dragon.
No, he dies kind of like Jack from Titanic, though he doesn't freeze. He just gets shot in the back. And I loved that moment. It's funny. I'm not sure if my tastes are changing as I get older, but like that small silent moment with Corlys, with his helmsman, and then this moment with Jace when he gets shot, it's almost silent. You just hear a very quick, subtle.
No, it was definitely a choice to have a lot less music in this episode overall.
Oh,
to hear whether it's ships, creaks, or arrows, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
They want you to be present in the awkwardness.
And he gets shot 3 times, by the way, too. So, like, not only did they view the 3-beat, but he gets shot 3 times. It's all very silent. There's no big moment. There's no like him turning around and being it's just you almost hear that breath go
yeah,
and then that was it. What a really, really great moment. Like I know the kid's dead, and that sucks and it's gonna cause major problems, but just in terms of how it was executed, the way that how cruel it is to not only Jace but to Rhaenyra eventually, and how subtle and small it is. Like a prince of the Targaryen dynasty just gets shot with an arrow in the water by some jabroni. God knows where they're from, because they're from the Triarchy. I just really, really like that. Thought it was great. All right. Team Green or Team Black, Mary? Where are you in this whole thing?
Oh gosh. My heart goes out to Black.
Yeah.
So, Team Black. And I want her to win.
You do.
I don't want boys in charge anymore.
All right, so have we settled that Team Black is where we probably should be?
I mean, Alicent's Team Black.
Actually, yeah,
so, like,
she
when
is.
you say Team Green, Team Black, like, who is green? Is it now Aemond?
Yeah, it would be Aemond.
Okay, yeah. Totally Team Black.
And Aegon.
Yeah, I'm black, man.
Yeah. Where does Helaena stay
Oh
in
my
all of
gosh.
this? I think she's just team I want to live.
Sparkles.
Yeah, team Sparkles.
Team Rainbow Sparkles.
Team Sparkles.
She chooses life.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's fair. I think we can put this thing to bed, the Team Black versus Team Green, because Alicent is now Team Black.
Yeah.
Now I think it can evolve into something else, but for now I think we put it to bed.
Thanks.
It's Team Black, pretty much the whole way, unless the Larys and Aegon thing.
I don't want Aegon to be king, though.
Yeah, but
Like,
but
they
if we
can
get a
be
chance
fun. I think can laugh, but like I don't want either of them to rule. No thanks. So if they are the last
Fair.
surviving members of Team Green, I'm still choosing Team Black.
All right, fair. All right, so then let's do this. The big question is, does this feel like a premiere? Does this feel like a finale to you? Or is it really both?
No, this is something I haven't experienced in Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's why this question is
this
a
was
reasonable
an epic
question.
premiere. This felt like a movie. I mean, for so many reasons, it felt like a movie.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that because you know how some series, their season finale is like movie length, like it's like, and then an extended season finale.
Except
2
Outlander.
hours. Yeah, we're bitter. We are bitter.
So bitter.
But like they'll often do that as a finale. And even though this wasn't necessarily longer, it just had that scope of feeling that it did. It definitely felt like what normally is a penultimate Game of Thrones episode.
Yes.
And so to know that that's what we're starting with is so exciting.
It is. It is.
It's like they took the chessboard. You know how I said they usually are, it's like they're setting up the game board? It's like they took the chessboard,
tossed it,
flipped it over, and we're like, it's friggin' taboo time.
Yeah.
You know?
Taboo. Wait, is taboo the one where you draw?
No.
What is
That's
that category?
Pictionary.
Pictionary. What's categories?
Categories is when you have lots of letters and you have to make letters in lines with each other and then make words off of their words.
All right.
And you get points for each
All right,
letter
so
and each word.
I get taboo categories in Pictionary mixed
Taboo
up
is the one that has
all
like
the time.
5 words on the card and you have to get the person to say the top word, but you can't say any of the
but you
words
can't say
underneath.
the other words underneath.
You can't make animal noises
Yeah, now
or
that you explain
sign
it,
anything.
I know it, but still. It's all the same game.
No, it's not. No, those ones are totally different. Oh my gosh. All right, continue.
Yeah,
we
so-
have to play some more games.
I know, absolutely. Yeah, Mary, this is an interesting thing because like you said, we've never really been here. It feels like a premiere, but it really feels like the finale that we should have gotten last year or last season. Regardless, the battle to me was incredible. It was big. It was bloody. You mentioned like not knowing who was on the screen, who was fighting who was killing who. And I think that's a reasonable take. I would say that the Lonnie Peristeer did a good thing by rooting you in the main characters. Like it was very confusing, and I'm not above saying that, but I think we were able to see the story told through the main character's eyes. Like you could tell who was winning, who was not winning, just by Corlys and Lohar's fight, Jace flying around, even Sheepstealer coming through and her saying, "No, that's not the
who was
enemy."
winning and who wasn't winning.
I felt like I could.
That was my bad because I didn't know what was going on. And nope.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
I don't know how many ships he's going to have left. I don't know how many, and does he have like 5 people left? Like you made it by the skin of your teeth?
That's how it feels.
Yeah, but that's it. Like because it's so close, I didn't know how anyone was doing.
Yeah.
And how many of the Sheepstealers burning that really shouldn't, like that was just little clips of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
my sense is that regardless of what side you're on, your navy is dead.
Yes.
Like it doesn't matter
and
anymore.
the pirate Lohar and Corlys fight, that just to me became so personal.
Yeah.
Their calmness wasn't because like, okay, I know we're winning. It was more, I am so determined just to fight this person, or I'm so determined to run away from this person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's why I really liked the whole scene where Corlys tries to get her captured in the little alleyway, because he knows the sea. He feels the sea. This is his
The
home.
teeth.
The teeth, yeah. And you can see the personalities of the two captains at odds with each other, even with their own people. Like we mentioned with the helmsman with Corlys. And Lohar is just like, follow him, and yelling at everybody. Like I like the fact that they gave her this story. It was like, this guy ruined my whole family.
Yep.
He ruined all of this stuff. You think I came here for
money?
For money? For you?
Lannister.
Oh, and the fact that she just takes Thailand and just tosses that jabroni right off the side.
Yes.
See you later.
Yes.
Like, that was some good stuff.
Did we get confirmation that he died?
Okay, so you don't see a body.
No.
You don't see a dead body, but you do see him sinking.
Yes.
And you see him sinking to the bottom. So unless he gets himself out of that armor, I don't see how this guy's alive. I just
but then
don't.
can't the same be said of Corlys? Because Corlys is wearing armor.
Yes, I think it can be said of Corlys.
Okay.
And that's why I'm not willing to say that Thailand is dead.
Yeah. I'm going to need to see like his body.
We know
washed up, I'm
Jason's
sure.
dead.
Oh.
We've seen that guy's head with a lion's head.
So gross.
And
They did a great job on that prop.
oh, can I also talk about too how we have the Northmen, the Northern Wolves?
Yeah.
All these old guys. I love this.
They're living their best life.
I love this story because they explained it in the show without telling you. Like it was something that you could surmise. It was all these old guys who are supposed to go out and hunt for their families, but generally they die because they're so old. And they get the food, and that's the last thing that they do.
And what's nice about it is they're not taking resources from their community, which lacks resources due to the
Right.
cold.
Right.
So it's like, listen, you can go fight.
Yeah.
You can go hunt.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. But like, you're also going to feel cool while you do it because it's a bro trip.
Yes. And don't worry about coming back.
Yes.
They have the infinite hall pass, if you will. And the fact that they got the guy, the main guy, Tommy Flanagan, that actor. Oh, he is such a great actor. If you've seen him on, obviously in Braveheart, or you've seen him in Gladiator, or you've seen him in Peaky Blinders, like this guy is awesome. And I think he is such a perfect pick for this character. I cannot wait to see what happens with him and how the Northern Wolves change how things go with Daemon and the Targaryens.
I can
and
see
what
them
that
being
means.
besties with the Riverlands people.
Sure. Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think that's informed by
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
Catelyn?
I just see them as like, so we just had all the Scottish FIFA World Cup fans here in Providence and in Boston. And they were here for a week and a half because we had two Scotland games here in our stadium. And they were just like living their best life. A majority of them were older men. From what I saw when I was out in Boston. But like the people who are like, this is a life goal of mine, and I'm willing to spend the kind of money age. Yes, there were younger people. Yes, there were families, but they were generally like middle age and up from what I saw. And I kind of felt like they partied, they had a blast. And that's what I feel like these Winter Wolves are. They're just the old Scottish men who are like, my goal in life is to make sure I could see Scotland in World Cup. I'm going to drink too much. I'm just going to like live my best life.
Yep.
and
we're gonna,
have fun
we're
with
gonna
my
do what
my
we
fr-
need to do.
They like all became best friends on the planes.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that's what happened. Like they all seemed really happy coming out of the woods with a head.
Do you feel better now that Daemon is actually doing something as opposed to getting haunted at Harrenhal like he was?
Oh God, I needed him out of Harrenhal so quickly. Thank God he's back to what he's really great at. And I mean, honestly, he's a fantastic stunt actor.
Yes.
Just slashing people. That was disgusting. This episode was like,
It was bloody to the max.
do you want to see really gruesome cuts and
people
guts?
getting stabbed in the face and like even that cut that Alyn does to Lohar in the throat.
Yes.
Like it was so deep and ugly that it didn't even like bleed. It was just like there's a hole in my neck.
I do believe that she is dead.
Oh yeah, no,
So
you can't survive that.
Yeah,
there's no chance that you can survive that.
I really hope he gets a dragon.
Who, Alyn?
Alyn. I want
I think he
Alyn to get
will.
a dragon.
I think he will.
I think his brother's showing up just being so useless and not having personality that he's going to be like sweet and die.
Yes.
And he'll be like the only good dragon seed heart.
Yes.
And then Alyn will have his dragon.
Yep.
But then
I
what
agree.
happens to the husband? What's his name again? He had another name close to everybody.
The husband.
The husband, the gay husband that rode off in the sunset to live his best life in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Eh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
what
that
happens to them.
technically is his dragon.
Yes.
Sea Smoke.
Yes. I don't know what happens.
I don't know either. He has to come back too.
I don't know. Does he have to?
We need to get at least a postcard to let us know that someone is having a pina colada and having their best life and actually made a good choice. You know, those few people that are like, I have a toxic family and I think I'm going to move to another state. And people who don't know the real story, they're like, oh my God, why would you ever move to another state? It's so great here. And they're like, yeah, I know. Bye. And then you never hear from them again.
Yeah, right.
They don't have a Facebook account.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you happy that Alyn got a chance to kill Lohar? Or
So happy.
how come?
I want this for his character. I'm right now probably rooting for him. He's as Gryffindor as it gets in my heart right now.
Oh, I think we found the end for you. I think we found the end.
It also like proves to his dad, like they have a good moment there. So I'm happy for him for that because that was not resolved. And I don't know, he just doesn't have his brother's hair. He has something he's physically embarrassed about that he has to shave every day. Like that's hard. I don't know. I'm here for his moment. I was really glad it was him.
I like how it almost flips the relationship that Corlys and Alyn have now. And, Alyn was never looking for really anything, I think, from Corlys. I mean, obviously he wants to be acknowledged as his son, and I think that's fair. But Alyn, to me, felt like, listen, either he does or he doesn't. And right now, like, I just don't care. And I'm going to do what I need to do.
I also feel that Alyn doesn't love fighting. Like, Lohar loves fighting so much.
Oh,
she
yes.
is literally laughing during the battle.
Yep.
Alyn, to me, isn't here to seek blood. He isn't here to seek vengeance. Is just here to do his job and do his job well and protect people.
Yep.
And we don't really have many of those right now.
No, we don't. we don't have genuinely good people.
Yeah.
And Alyn might be the first, at least as of now, genuinely good person. Because everybody else, and like I said, Mary, it kind of goes back to the who am I rooting for thing.
Yeah.
And again, you don't need them to be genuinely good to root for them, but you just need them to show some vulnerability that you can attach yourself to.
I think he's going to be a long game character that we're going to lose, and it's going to hurt us a lot.
Oh, okay.
I can see him being a long game, like moving up, being more people's trusted person, maybe even one day being a hand. Like, that's how much I would trust Alyn, and I can see this ending very poorly for us, so that we as the viewers, after we see people who are like terrible human beings dying, we're like, that's weird and gross, sad, bye.
Yeah.
But like, I think he's going to make a very big impact on us.
Sure. So we also have this thing with Helaena and Alys, that they both seem to have these outer connections with people. Like Helaena just kind of shows up. Alys obviously is showing up. It feels to me like these two are like the weird Mandy and gem of Outlander.
And do they need to be opposites?
I
do
don't
they
know.
have to be on other sides? Or could we have two basically witchy ladies become besties?
I kind of like the fact that that might happen.
I can see them doing crafts together. Like weaving some baskets, and then Alys is like, hey, let me teach you how to do a hex.
Yeah.
Let me teach you how to make a voodoo doll.
Part of me feels like they are either working together or they will work together.
Or like, what if she's had one of those beds with the wood in her castle, and that allows Alys to communicate and do magic stuff with her?
That would be cool. I love when shows get weird.
Me too.
And you know that. I am here for the weird. I think Game of Thrones wanted to go down that road, but it just got too big.
And they were like, oh, culture can't handle weird.
Yeah. And that's okay.
But incest is fine.
But I think House of the Dragon wants to get weird. And it's gonna get weird. And I really do love this old magic thing, because it does feel purposeful. It does, like the fact that we're getting goats and antler dudes.
And that we've already seen him in Daemon's dream.
Right, exactly.
Last season.
Exactly. Something is gonna happen with Helaena and Alys. I don't know what yet, but it's coming. And I look forward. I look forward to how the old magic, the old gods, all of this stuff wraps itself up in this Targaryen dance, because it may not be the Targaryens at all that bring this all to an end. It might be Alys. It might be her working with Helaena. It might just be there's some, like, all the dragons. The dragons go away. And we're told, well, yeah, they died in battle, whatever. But, like, why? How?
Well, and also what this episode shows to us, and just the previous seasons, is that having a dragon isn't equaling winning. When we watched Game of Thrones,
that was it.
It was like, oh my God, you have dragons. Like, you're the winner chicken dinner. But we are repeatedly now learning that dragons and humans, no matter what rank they are mortal.
And I think the other thing that we all kind of overlook in all of this is that the Battle of the Gullet shows us that they are prepared for dragons, because this is the age of dragons. It's not like this lost art, like when what's his name shows up to the Lannisters and with the big scorpion bow. You're like, oh my God, really?
And now it's like every ship has one.
Yeah, they all got one, because there was no need to do otherwise. Like, this is what you got to do. So I really like that bit too. It's not in your face. It's just, oh yeah, we're prepared. We know. And it's just a question of how it works.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, seeing that dragon get shot and get dragged down with the weight, that's a cool thing, but it was sad.
It was so sad. The first time, when it didn't even puncture its lung, when it was just on its necklace. And I know it's not a necklace, it's a saddle.
Yeah.
But like it caught on its little thing, and then that almost made it drown. But then you hear it, and it was like a balloon's air being let out.
Right.
The sound effects.
Oof.
And I almost feel like Jace. You should have known, buddy. You should have asked if you could hop on another dragon or something. But yeah, that was terrible. I feel badly that Jace, his choices that he made, locking up his mother and deciding Alicent can't be telling the truth. And yet, as a parent of teens and a teacher of teens, this is so true, right? You have these young people who feel it unbelievably deeply in their bones. You think about what you were passionate about at that age, and you're like, I could have fought tooth and nail because my beliefs, my full frontal lobe wasn't fully formed yet. But
mine was Star Trek.
This is so believable that someone his age who's gone through so much trauma already.
Yeah. What is he, 16, 17 at this point, right?
Yeah. And he's lost his birth father.
Yep. Lost his brother. Is already nervous because there's Dragonseed riders going all over the place. Sure.
And he's like, what's the validity of me then? Because obviously I have black hair, Mom. Let's call it spade a spade. It's out of control.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anybody though in more of a shitstorm than Rhaena right now?
Alicent, maybe. I mean, her
I
son,
don't
who's
know.
creepy, is trying to make out with a face.
Oh, all right. Let's put a pin in the Rhaena conversation.
I would rather
because I need to get into that.
hang out with Mysaria in my room and make s'mores than be Alicent in this episode.
Oh my God.
She comes back from her little like yoga retreat or whatever she wants to lie that it was in the Kingswood, and says she comes in and Aemond's like, "Hey mom, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, where's your brother?"
And he's like, "Well, where have you been?"
He's gone. But he says, "Yeah, where were you, mother?"
Yeah.
And I found this so interesting because we just saw how he was with Maester Orwyle, where he literally like rips him out of bed, ready to kill him. That guy kept his cool, by the way. You could tell that he has been through the ringer because he's just like, at least let me know the accusation.
Right, yeah.
Like, this happens to me every other week, sir. I'm used to this. You can't frazzle me. So, like, we've already known how off-kilter he is. Then he comes back, and I'm ready for him to rip into his mom because he could have easily blamed his mom for Aegon disappearing.
Yep.
But his brain didn't go there whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go into anger of like, where have you been? Been looking all over for you.
Yep.
But where were you, mom? And it reminded me of our kids, our son. If I'm like just the other day, I woke up and I went to the bathroom and our daughter was walking around the house looking for me.
Okay.
And when I came out of the bathroom later, she was like, "Mom, where were you? I looked around the house. I didn't see you at the bed.
Okay.
I didn't see you outside. I thought you were gone."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is kind of like Aegon."
Ooh, I don't know. Oh,
it wasn't worried. I'm sorry, Aemond. It wasn't like, "Mommy, where were you?" But where were you? And it was less questioning, but more like, "I care about you."
Oh, you see, that's interesting because I took it like, "Where were you? Where you been?" Like I didn't take it as though there was
I feel like
concern.
he would have had a different reaction if it was like that.
Well, and Alicent, I think, is smart enough to know her son.
Yes.
I mean, to a point, right? But she's smart enough to know what makes him tick. And I think she gets away with it because she's like, things have been bananas.
Yeah.
I was in the Godswood for a little bit. I'm sorry. Who are you? Like, I think she plays to that. And I'm going to ask you a question, Mary, and I don't want you to take it in a way that's bad.
Okay.
I want you to take it in a way, and only the way that I mean to ask it.
Great way to start a question.
Well, I'm just asking the question because I think it's a reasonable thing to ask.
Okay.
Does she bring on the awkwardness of the kiss to herself? Because it feels like she knows to manipulate her son with her caring and like, obviously I made a mistake. Obviously you should have been king. And then she goes up to it. She starts like rubbing his hand.
Oh my God, I like hate this question so much.
And again, I'm not saying, oh, she invited it on herself. I'm saying like she made a play, but she didn't understand. It reminds me of the Joker in The Dark Knight. You got desperate and you unleashed a thing that you didn't understand.
But like,
and I feel like she did something thinking, okay, this is going to do a thing, but she didn't understand what that was going to unlock in Aemond.
But that's not her doing at all. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to flirt because I know that he's into me.
No, I see, and this is why I'm saying, don't take it the way that it's going to sound. Take it the way that, like, I'm going to make a play thinking, okay, this is how I get my son to get the burden off of me and get him convinced to take off to Harrenhal.
I mean, I guess I just don't understand your question because to me it's like that's not even anywhere on her radar. I bet he was her cuddly child.
Sure.
And so she is able to have that tenderness and hold his hand. Like personal physical touch was probably his love language.
Yep.
But I don't think she knows what he's doing off in the brothels with the mommies. I don't think that she knows that that's his style. I think this was the first thing because her shock was so immediate. So I don't think that it was like, I think she was leaning into, this is my cuddly boy who I co-slept with, for very long, who would come running to me to kiss his boo-boos, when his eye was cut out.
Yeah.
So no, I would say no.
Okay. Let me frame it another way.
Like, is it my doing going in my car to go get a taco and a drunk driver hits my car because I decided to go do something that I do regularly, and I've never been hit by a drunk driver while I was driving to go get a taco, but yes, I did get in the car. Yes, if I hadn't gone in the car and did what I always do, that wouldn't have happened. But like, come on, is it really my doing?
No. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like again, I have to reiterate this. It comes from a place of, this is how I know I can relate to my son. I know that this is his soft spot. Like, I know that if I just give him care and physical touch and whatever, that will be the thing. Like, that will be the thing that gets him to be swayed. What I'm saying is, she didn't understand kind of how tapped he is.
Yeah, there's no way she would know.
And that's what I'm saying. Does she put herself in a position?
But there's no way I would know that a drunk driver was going to crash into me.
I think let's take your Taco Bell example. It's more like,
it wasn't Taco Bell necessarily, but it was a taco.
All right, well, let's just say Taco Bell. The thing I'm saying is, I'm going to Taco Bell. I get the tacos because I love them. I eat them all the time. But then I come home and I get sick to my stomach.
Yes.
Is it your doing? Yeah, because you ate the taco. You didn't anticipate it. But
if you always get sick to your stomach and you still know the outcome, so he doesn't do this. He doesn't do anything even remotely to this.
So I guess that's the question. That was my question. Is she putting herself in this position?
No.
Okay, and that's my question.
No. It'd be like eating Taco Bell and never having a stomach problem, and then eating Taco Bell and having a stomach problem, and people being like, it happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've eaten Taco Bell all this time. It never happened.
Right.
I didn't know he was sleeping in a brothel with mommies.
Fair. And that's the point of me saying, don't take this the way that it's going to sound. Take it the way that it's just like, is this a thing that happened?
The answer is no.
Because she underestimated her son.
I don't think you should ask questions like that.
Okay, fair enough. Why do you think he does what he does?
I think she cares. She's making him feel cared for in a way that he's never cared for. And that is something he's been seeking out and has been craving. And he has all this stress, and it's like, hashtag all the feels.
Yeah.
And now, do I have to be king? I wanted to, but like, what the hell? Now my brother's gone. There's a lot of things that I wasn't planning on doing right now that I suddenly have to do. I've got a weird sister. She's threatening me that I'm going to die. Oh, my God. But my mom's my rock. My mom cares. She gets me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Like, throughout all of this, I didn't feel like anyone had my back. But then my mom told me she cares about me so much. So I'm going to throw my mom a party. And she and I are going to have cake and maybe hook up.
The whole thing
so gross.
Sent shivers up my spine.
So gross.
The way that I felt in that scene, I was very much what they wanted us to feel.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was the whole
You're
point.
just going, no,
please don't. And Olivia Cook's face when this guy...
She's like, close your eyes.
Yeah. Like, it was...
She's like...
I didn't even know how to describe it.
We were there with her.
Her
face was our face.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And then he pulls away, and she still has shocked face, and then she's like, oh, my God, I have to act like I'm kind of okay with this.
Yeah.
And switches it. Oh. And she does a great job as an actress where she switches it,
man, yeah.
but it's not fully switched.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Alicent isn't a great actor, but
right.
Olivia is a good actress.
Yes. And how hard must that be, Mary? Right? Like, when, as an actress, you have to play this character who is acting.
Yeah.
And that I don't want to say cognitive dissonance, but it's just like this thing where you have to act a certain way and may not act in a way that you would as the actress herself. Like
Yes.
you go down that rabbit hole. I found that whole scene fascinating because all of the relationships that the Targaryens share, or in this case, the Hightowers share, they've all been weaponized in a way. Like it's like a very codependent family business where the little things are blown out of proportion. You know the triggers for certain people. Those triggers cause major event. Like everything is used to get to the top of the throne. And part of me wonders, Mary, and this is the way that I took it. When she walked in and he says, "Where were you?" Like it to me felt like it was
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble, Ma. If you don't have a good answer for me, you're in trouble. And then it seems like everything is okay. But then he does the kiss. In the way that I took it was he was testing her. Like, how far is she going to go? How far can I take this? Because my mother would never let this happen if something wasn't.
I mean, that's how Targaryens do. Maybe it's just in him.
Maybe. I just kind of like the idea that he's testing her.
Gross.
And
I mean, no matter what, it's gross.
oh yeah, no, it's gross. It's terrible. But I'm just saying in terms of the story itself, if it's going to happen, have it happen because like it's there on purpose, not just, because I'm a sicko.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got to give a shout out to just how beautiful this episode was.
Yes.
The amount of fog and just scenery. And
The
even like I said, like
cinematography.
pulling out so the dragons kind of seem smaller.
Yeah.
And there was such a crazy amount of fog that it led me to being confused. You know, you only see so much of a scene because the rest of it's in the misty fog. And even when we're in the battle, it added to why I didn't know what was going on. I feel like that's the overall vibe you're supposed to get.
Yeah.
Is that like everyone's just going blindly.
Yeah.
We're all just walking around thinking we know what we're doing. We are all lost in a fog. So I thought that was a really cool imagery. Another thing that I wanted to make sure we touched upon, Blake, is the letter that Alicent writes, forged as saying it's from the king.
Yes.
And Criston Cole gets it. Like from Lord Hightower, he's there.
Yep.
And they're all, you know, just chilling and waiting. And on purpose, Criston Cole looks at the seal. We see Alicent fold it in a specific way. We see her do the seal. We see her fold it.
Yep.
He looks at it. He can see the handwriting. He can see how it was folded. He can see the sealant. What do you think's really going on here?
Well, he would certainly know her handwriting.
Yes.
I'll say that.
She probably drew circles around his nipples. You know how like people just like tenderly touch someone's chest?
Yes.
She's probably like, oh, I know those O's.
There's no way like anybody would know Aegon's signature, right?
I mean, probably everyone in his most trusted advisory room would know because they see him do it on different things, on different decrees.
Yeah, but he hasn't been the king yet.
Oh, Aegon, sorry.
Yeah,
correct.
Sorry, Aemond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would he know Aemon's signature? Maybe. I mean, Criston Cole's been around as long as Aemon's been. Both of them have been born.
Yes.
So he might know, but I agree it's not a commonly signed thing.
Right.
But he would more likely know Alicent's handwriting from just things that she might leave on her desk while they were having fun.
Fair enough. Anything else you want to talk about in this episode, my darling?
But what do you think is going to come of that? Like, I think it was on purpose that we
for
needed
Criston
to see
Cole?
for him to know that that letter was not from
Aemond, but it was from
Aemond.
Alicent.
Yeah, pretending to be Aemon.
That's a good question.
Because the brother doesn't know, or Hightower boy doesn't know.
No.
But Criston knows. Criston knows it's from Alicent.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of that. Because Criston Cole sucks, right?
Yeah.
He sucks.
True.
And like in a good way, in that Joffrey kind of way.
But is he he's now tainted because he's seen Dragonfire War.
Yes.
Like, is he going to quit and leave? Because he's going to be like, all these people suck and they're liars. Like, it wasn't even, like, he has this knowledge. At some point, he needs to let this knowledge be known. So is it something he's going to throw in front of Alicent to use as blackmail? Or is it something he's going to do to make his troops stop and be like, actually, no, this wasn't real?
Because there was that great moment where he's like, did you see what happened? Like, none of this
matters.
None of this matters.
Yes.
And that almost might make him likable. Where he has a turn, and you're like...
He might go to Hawaii to drink pina coladas, too.
Yes.
Like, if that happened, I'd be like, I understand.
Yeah, I get it. But that moment of vulnerability with him was awesome.
Yeah.
And like, oh, did you see this guy? He's hurting this woman. So what? And like, not that it was okay that this guy was doing whatever, but what does it matter? I like that too. And the other thing too.
What does it matter? Because he feels like we're all going to burn.
Yeah, we're all going to die anyway.
Yes.
We're all going to burn. Like what just happened is out of control. The other thing that we're not even talking about is the Hightower brother, the cousin or whatever it is. The other one. When the guy shows up and he smells the thing.
Yeah.
Like holy, like that's a thing now.
The family's big.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to change the whole process. Do you think the smelly thing was just like, oh, it's you smell bad, so I need to smell something nice,
Or do we think it was Coke?
Is that like is it like a substance that the guy is addicted to?
Can it be both?
Probably.
I took it this time like he's stinky,
but he has the thing as like part of his armor. You know, like it's
You're
thing that
it's a drug.
It's certainly something that he needs.
I mean, if you're working with army people in that day and age, they're all stinky.
Maybe he's just that sensitive to stinky.
Yeah, I am in my classroom. I work with middle schoolers, and I have wax melts. Miss Larson, why does your room smell so good? Because you don't.
Because you smell.
I don't say it like that to them.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about in this episode? All right. You wanted to get some listener feedback?
Sure.
Here we go.
His Grace has many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us that we might lighten the load.
We are the lords of small matters here.
All right, the first one comes from Heidi. She says, my main problem with this episode is that this huge battle with such major consequences was too early on in this season. The buildup was last season, so it's really a problem with the structure of the series that prevented me from getting totally invested.
Interesting, Heidi. See, because I had the opposite feeling, but maybe Heidi's used to that pacing.
I think everybody's used to that pacing.
That's what we've been used to.
And that's why I kind of like this. You start off with a bang.
Just throws us off kilter, so we're in a fog.
I don't know if this is sustainable, but I think it's interesting. Yeah. I think it was the right way to start season 2. Like season 2 was a false promise, I think, in many ways. I think it brought people to where they needed to be. And I think thematically, for the most part it worked. But structurally, it suffered because there's no payoff.
Okay.
And that's why this feels like a finale. It's all wrapped up into one. Shauna Chapman says to my knee-jerk reaction, Blake, I thoroughly enjoyed your analysis, and I can only dream to be as talented of a writer as you. I'm not going to say I put that in here for my ego.
Oh, my God. I will.
But I'm not going to not say it.
Oh, my God.
And it gives you more of a reason to go to jointhenerdclan.com and check out our knee-jerk reactions there. Because if Shauna loves it that much, it's got to be pretty good. I'm not going to lie. All right, why don't you read the one from Tori?
Tori C. writes in, my husband and I finished the episode last night, and wow, I am not in as good as Game of Thrones viewing shape as I remembered I'd have to be. That I was stressed. This show is so intense. I was not ready for that scene with Jace and Vermax. I cannot wait to see James Norton in this role, though I've loved him in everything he's been in.
Yeah, and he's playing the brother or the whatever it is. Yeah, man. Coming off Outlander for all those seasons, and like it's been a while since House of the Dragon has been on, it's a very different viewing experience. And I remember, Mary, you saying everything looks like a painting.
Yeah.
Every scene looks like a painting. And I'm not here to badmouth Outlander at all, because I love it. And I think it's...
And there's been times when Outlander has been like that.
Sure. But this feels very intentional. Like
you could freeze a frame and be like, that is so beautifully composed with color and shadows and fog.
And even the framing, like frames within frames. And
it really was artistic.
The Golden
done.
Trio, all of it. Like it feels very intentional.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes Outlander feels very slapdash. And like, it would be like if a freshman in film school made a TV show versus someone.
I mean, that's like a little strong, but I understand.
Versus someone who is like well established and like knows what they're doing and how they're doing it. I think there's a big difference there. All right, Susan Markwood says, I give 5 flames for the excellent knee-jerk reaction. And I would like to say that all of this helps me feel that it's more meaningful and more devastating when I read the knee-jerk reactions to help see the themes of the episode and the show even more. Your reviews and podcasts with Mary help me anticipate the next episode even more. What do you think, Mary?
You're kind. You're super kind.
Nicole Walsh says, I loved this premiere. Very well paced. Lots of action coupled with the emotional and strategic consequences. But I really struggle with Alicent and her motives. Yes, she wants one of her sons on the Iron Throne, but trying to broker a peace with Rhaenyra last season just doesn't make sense to me. It's a good start, and I hope the rest of this season is just as good. Mary, does Alicent's maneuvers make sense to you?
Yeah. To me, yes, because she went through like, I want my sons because I was supposed to do this thing. And now she realizes she messed up big time and misunderstood something.
Yep.
And so she's trying to do right. Plus, now she sees that her sons are terrors.
Yeah. They're weirdos.
And now that she realizes, oh my gosh, Rhaenyra was right all along. Rhaenyra is the Rhaenyra that I knew. And this was what was supposed to happen. I mean, this is all your fault, Alicent. Truly.
It kind of is.
I know.
It kind of is.
So, yes, I believe that she would be trying to do right finally. Like, imagine having that. Seriously, try to comprehend that a mistake that you made when you were in your teens.
Yes.
Messed up the entire country.
Messed up the whole world.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You're welcome.
That is wild when you think about it. All right. Shari Druckmann Roberts says, Rhaena is this universe's version of your 15-year-old taking your car out for a joyride, as someone who did that. I loved it, but it was also terrified for her. I love this show. Mary, we have talked about Rhaena a little bit. I don't think we've talked about her enough. Please give me your read on Rhaena and all of that nonsense.
I don't know. I have a hard time with her. I'm not going to lie. I don't like her whatsoever. She is as anti-Gryffindor as they get. That girl is irresponsible, left the little babies, selfish, whining, takes a dragon that is a menace, doesn't like stop with the dragon, like not even strong. Here's a question. Is she not mentally strong enough to control Sheepstealer? Like, is she, you know what I mean? Is this why she wasn't claimed by a dragon before? Like,
maybe.
Is she just kind of weak in the mind? Like, you know what I mean? I think that she is going to do some bad things. I don't trust this girl. I don't like her. I wouldn't want to be her friend. I would be like, you made us fail our group assignment. That's how I feel about her. She's the reason I failed my group assignment.
That's a good point. You
and
came
her
in,
getting on that dragon.
And you tried to take it all over and you effed it up.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Oh, let's go save them on exactly a car I don't know how to drive. But instead I killed my cousin.
Instead of cars, you're just driving nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Bless
after
you.
you just left the kids. Like, you had one job. You actually had the easy job.
Yeah. She feels like a low-rent Slytherin. That's what I feel like.
She's a squib. Let's be real. That's why she couldn't get a dragon.
I like
She's
it.
a squib.
She's a squib. All right, I'll
Filch.
take it. I'll take it. All right. Anything else that you want to talk about?
There were no voicemails?
No voicemails for today.
Oh, so friends, make sure you call in. You just go to maryandblake.com, click the top right button where it says
It just actually, if you actually, there's a button right on the main screen that
There you
says
go.
send voicemail.
There
That's all you
go.
got to do.
It's 90 seconds. Say your name, where you're from, and then jump in.
Give us your
We'd
take.
love to know your take on the following
Or
episodes.
even emails too. You can email us at maryandblakemedia@gmail.com. All right, you ready for 5 questions that got nothing to do with House
Now
of
is
the
this
Dragon?
happening here?
Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun with it.
Okay. All right. So tell friends who haven't been listeners
Actually,
on
can you? Because
Outlander.
I gotta get the the
Okay,
music.
so Blake decided that he wanted to put 5 things that have nothing to do with our show in the podcast, just so you could hang out with us more. And at this point, you've been hanging out with us for a long time, my friend. So buckle up, Buttercup. But you can get to know us a little bit. And they are always random questions that I never see. Blake always sees it. My favorite part is like when I need a moment to think, and I'm like, hey, Blake, you should answer the question first. He's like, I gotta think about it. And I'm like, you wrote the questions. You wrote the question, man. All right, Blake, you got this? And the background music, if you'd like to know,
Yes.
is the How to Train Your Dragon Epic Universe theme park soundtrack. Because, yes, you can find it on YouTube. And this episode is very much like How to Train Your Dragon with Hiccup and Toothless, because Toothless even spits out a fish for Hiccup. So it was very much like Sheepstealer and Rhaena when Sheepstealer gives some fishies. Or lamps. This is a very loud for me.
You know what it is? It's for some reason, like the mute button wasn't working. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's okay, but we're good now.
All right.
All right, so here's our music.
All right, producer. I just vamped.
You did. You bought me
welcome.
some time. I appreciate it.
You're
Here we go. Let's get to it. All right, so question number 1. What is a small hill that you are fully willing to die on, even though you know that it doesn't matter to anybody?
All right. You go first.
I'm willing to die on the fact that New Hampshire is the best state in the union.
Okay. That's a
It
choice.
really is. It's got everything.
I've got some problems sometimes.
It's got everything. Anything you want, it's in New Hampshire. You want mountains? New Hampshire. You want ocean? New Hampshire. You want lakes? New Hampshire.
It doesn't really have a lot of culture.
It's got plenty of culture.
No, it doesn't. It's got New Hampshire culture. It's got wear your pajamas to Walmart at 10 p.m. culture.
It's
or
got
10 a.m.
NASCAR. It's got that's culture.
No.
That's culture.
That's not culture unique to New Hampshire anyway.
It's
Blake,
got
if NASCAR is your level of culture, we've got a problem.
no. It's got culture.
NASCAR.
It's got a vibrant French community.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a vibrant Scottish community.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say vibrant.
Well, you get the Highland Games up there
Yeah.
for a reason.
Because
It's the biggest one for a reason.
I think it's the location that makes it so beautiful and accessible.
All right, fair
and
enough.
you feel like you're in the
Fair enough.
Highlands.
I love New Hampshire.
I know.
It's got the best roads.
Yeah.
It's got the best state government.
I don't always agree with you. That's okay.
All right. What's the small hill that you're willing to die on?
None. Like,
What?
I don't have a small hill, like a small thing that I would die for. Like, I'll die for my family. I'll die for
No,
like
but like, you
important
know what
things.
I mean. Don't
I'm not gonna
literally die.
Well, then don't
Like
put that.
it's a saying. This I will die on this hill. I love the movie Alexander. The
There's-
movie Alexander's. I love it, but everybody else hates it. But I will die on that hill. It was good.
But you can say it was good for you. Like, I don't need to die. If people don't
You're
agree with
taking it
me,
way too literally.
yeah, I'll say nothing.
All right. What is the most I'm not built for this activity that you've ever been talked
Asking,
into doing?
what are you going to die to do? That question 1 is my answer. What's the most I'm not built for this? Number 1.
Oh no, come on. What else is there where you were like,
Okay, what
okay,
is-
I'll do this, and then you were like,
I'm not built for this
nope,
activity,
can't be doing this one.
but that I've already done and I
yeah,
shouldn't
like
have
you
done.
were talked into doing it. You did it because you thought, okay, I'll be all right.
I went on that like super fast plane
Yeah.
that took me into, what was it? What was I in?
You were in a stunt plane.
But he went into whatever the G-force.
Yeah, well, he was doing stunts.
Yeah.
And that created G-forces on you.
Yeah, well, we were barrel rolling and all this kind of stuff. It was when I was on TV, guys, and they were like, "Oh, it'll be so fun to put Mary up in a plane." And I was like, "Okay, I've never been in a plane like this. Let's do it." Nope. And I have a camera on my face, so I can't puke, and I have to look like I'm having fun.
Yeah. Oof.
The whole time I was videoed.
Oh.
What the heck? That is something I'm not built for.
No, thank you. No, thank you. The one that I had was actually very recently. I went on the Velocicoaster.
Same.
At Universal.
Here you go.
My son wanted to go on it. My bride convinced me to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I know. And I said, you know what? How bad could it be? I'm not big into roller coasters to begin with. But like, how bad could it be? And the second I got on that Velocicoaster, I said, this is going to suck.
It was so bad, friends, that Blake had to go lay down in this like dinosaur museum thing on the floor to cool off. And then he left. He was like, "Mary, I can't even be here the rest of the day." We like tried water. Yeah. She had a whole bunch of stuff. And Blake was like, "Yeah, I just need to go back to the hotel." That one ride did you in.
I wanted to die. Like when that thing was flipping over and there was nothing holding me in except for this little bar and the grace of God. Like that was it.
What's funny is that Blake was not the only person. There were other people laying on the floor and other people just sitting around nearby looking like they were drugged or something. And it's really that their brain got jostled or who knows what. Yeah, it was.
I will never do that. I will never go on another roller coaster. Like
of that sort.
of that nature again.
Yeah.
It will never. I don't care if my kid pays me. I'm never doing it again.
That's okay.
It's awful. All right, number 3.
You've crossed that line in life.
What is that?
Can't handle that anymore.
Oh, the 40s. Number 3. What is a food or drink or snack that takes you immediately right back to your childhood self?
Oh. Okay, Blake, you can go for it.
Maple sugar candy.
Oh, that's cute.
I was gonna say Hostess cupcakes. Mm-hmm. That's a very second close. Second close, very close second. Mm-hmm. But I gotta say maple sugar candy from New Hampshire because there's a difference.
Okay.
There's a difference. You got Ohio maple sugar candy, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. You get Vermont, pretty good. But New Hampshire's got this special thing. Also, another reason why it's the best state in the union.
All right. So it's odd. Like when I was a kid, I don't have a lot of like memories of foods that we ate because my parents went through
lentils.
Yeah, my parents went through like the weird 80s, 90s trendy diet things. Mm-hmm. So my mom went through a big lentil phase where we'd have lentils every day. Oh. It was like, Bubba Gump shrimp, where he goes like this kind of shrimp, this kind of shrimp. It was like that, but with lentils.
It's so gross.
So gross. And then they went through some like cabbage phase where like they had cabbage soup and stuff. So that wasn't great.
My parents went through like a seaweed thing.
Yeah, that was probably more expensive than cabbage.
Yeah, probably. I saw like a whole folder of like stuff. Like it was like a whole diet, like a whole program that they were doing, and it was like seaweed or something.
I'd say like air popped popcorn because I feel like in the 80s and 90s, our teachers and our Sunday school teachers, when they would feed us popcorn, it was that. It was like the air pop popcorn that you pour in, and then it comes out the top and it kind of like spits it out like a candy cane shaped thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that I definitely had. I used to have like the Sunbeam apple pies, those like prepackaged apple pies.
Oh, yeah.
We would go to a discount bakery after church and we would go there and I could get like an apple pie. So yeah, I'd say those two things.
All right, cool. Number 4. What fictional character would be the absolute worst person to get stuck with on a group project?
Oh God, found her.
Rhaenyra.
There you go. Oh, you wrote that question before I even said it?
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear to
there
God.
You go, Blake.
Rhaenyra's the
Who's yours?
I'm going to go very specific here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock.
Oh, no, I'd love that.
No, what?
He'd be like, listen, I know the answer and I'll make it great. Go? Sure. I'll bedazzle it.
No, but like if you had like, but no, he would do it.
Exactly.
But he would do it.
Exactly. Like you.
What if you didn't like it? What if you knew
Listen,
that was wrong?
I know Sherlock's gonna get an A no matter what. At this point, if I'm stuck with him, I'm not gonna change his mind to change the topic. I'm not. I'm just gonna fight with him the whole time, so he can do it, and I'll bedazzle it. I'll work, and I will present it. I'll do a much better job presenting.
Sure.
I will play to my strengths and his strengths.
All right, fair enough. Last one, number 5. What is something that you thought that would make you feel powerful, but instead made you realize you had no idea what you were doing?
I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
I was camping, and I don't know where my family was, but I had just started to get 2-piece bathing suits.
Ooh.
And it was more like, like granny panty style and like sports bra style, like nothing scandalous. Okay. Yep. But I felt like, look at me.
$1 million bucks.
I felt like $1 million bucks. Cindy Crawford, who? Okay. 7th grade Mary is here. So when you camp and you don't really have technology and stuff like that, you sometimes nap, man. Napping's one of the best part of camping.
Sure.
Nap, you get a good breeze. So I was
If you can nap.
I can nap anywhere.
Can't nap anywhere.
So
I can't nap at all.
Yeah, I'm a napper. I believe in naps so much that I'm like a narcolepsy person. I can honestly sleep
fall
anywhere.
Asleep anywhere, anytime, doing anything.
Sometimes I think about it too. Sometimes I'm like, it'd be a much better use of my time than this meeting. Napping.
Could this be an email? I need to nap.
Yes. So I woke up from one of my many naps.
What would you rather, nap or watch Supergirl?
Oh, I would rather nap.
You could nap watching Supergirl.
Yeah. Even though I did like aspects of it, I will say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I woke up from a nap and I was in my bathing suit and I was like, oh my gosh, and now I just want to go ride a bike. Like, this is my day. I'm wearing my 2-piece and I got on my bike and I was riding around the whole campground, wind through my hair, thinking I once again was Cindy Crawford. And then I got back to the campsite and I went in and I realized that I was wearing a bra and the bottoms to my bathing suit, but I had like half changed before I took a nap. And there's not like mirrors in my camper. So I just rode around.
So you're just walking around with a bra?
So happy on my bike, thinking I looked great.
On my bike. That is.
And it wasn't like a sexy bra or anything. It was like a 7th grader bra. So it probably honestly was like kind of looked like a bathing suit anyway. But yeah, that was me.
Just riding my bike in my bra.
It's like air on my belly. This is how it is.
For me,
that was there was my powerful moment, Blake.
For me, so I had been my son's soccer coach now for a little while. I don't know a damn thing about soccer, but I thought that I learned enough that when I was coaching our school's soccer team, that I could like play in a game that was the faculty versus the students. I stepped 1 foot onto that soccer field as a player, and I was like, nope, shouldn't have done this. Couldn't move. couldn't do any. Couldn't kick the ball right. Couldn't do a damn thing. And I was like, I thought I was going to be able to do this. Definitely could not do it. And it was one of those things that, like, you think you got a handle on it. Like, you think, like, oh, I can do this.
Oh, yeah. You think you're strong enough or you're talented enough.
Yeah. Like, if I got onto a baseball field, like, I know that I would be limited, but I know the game. I could play it. I could still feel useful.
You think you think you could right now, but now that you've crossed the threshold, I'm telling you.
No, but like,
your brain would be like 5 plays down the road, and your body still is like a slow turtle.
No, but at least I know the game. I know the mechanics of the game. I know, like, I may not be able to physically perform the way I used to, but I'm savvy enough where I know what to do and how to do it.
Except you didn't. When you had
but
to.
When I played soccer, and I have no idea about soccer, thinking, oh yeah, I coached this.
I've coached 12-year-olds.
I'll be fine. Nope.
Not against 18-year-olds.
Couldn't do a damn thing. And I felt so useless.
There you
And I just felt awful. So that's that. All right, Marvin, anything else that you want to talk about for this episode? Any final takes? Anything that you got? All right, ready to close this bad boy out? All right, let's do it, shall we?
So incredibly much for taking the time to hang out with us and listen about our thoughts and other people's thoughts on the season premiere of season 3 of House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Like we mentioned earlier in the podcast episode, one of the best things you can do if this brings you joy, if you have sat through the 5 things that have nothing to do with the House of the Dragon and you want to help Blake and I out, you can head to the Apple Podcasts app. Even if that's not how you listen, you might listen on YouTube or Spotify or Facebook, but you can still write us a written review. Leaving the stars is lovely, but we can't see what you write. We can't grow from that. And honestly, it doesn't give as much juice to the helping kind of boost it for other people to find the podcast. So if you write a review, know that we actually read them and they bring us joy. There's one by Tyler N03.
Okay.
Thought-provoking and entertaining. I finished the show and had to find a good podcast to hear some other perspectives on this portrayal of fictional historical events. I love the host take, the show's structure, and the only reason I rate it 4 stars or flames is because they often forget, hesitate, or switch the names of the characters. I understand there are a lot of similar and repeated names, but it would be easier to listen if they were more confident and correct on the names and places. And I'm going to say that I am working on it.
Yeah.
And that
this
is
is
why,
a Mary thing.
yeah. Like, I am working on it, and that's why I'm going to be like saying Rhaena the niece or Rhaenyra the queen, because it like gets it stuck in my head. Because when I watch the episode, I don't even care what their names are. I'm just watching them as people.
Yeah.
So
and it's like a thing that we both kind of do to like obviously have fun with it and play with it. But it also helps us remember stupid things. But yes, I agree. This is something that we can
I'm
get
working
better
on it,
with.
I promise. And I think I did better this episode.
Absolutely. I think
I
you
don't
did a great
I got
job.
anyone except the dead brother, the husband, who's in Hawaii. I forgot his name.
Yes, couldn't remember his name.
You can't remember it either.
I
right
couldn't
now.
remember it
That's
either,
okay.
so we're both in trouble.
It's okay.
All right, so go to maryandblake.com. Check out all the great things that we have going on over there, whether it is House of the Dragon related or it is Outlander related, the Potterverse. We just got everything over there, maryandblake.com. And of course, do not forget either jointhenerdclan.com or even for those of you who want to support us but can't do it financially, which is totally fine. Another way you can help support us is going to facebook.com and checking out the Mary and Blake Facebook group, where you can talk about all things House of the Dragon or anything else that you really love. You'll find thousands of other nerds in there that just talking about the things that they love or the shows that we do, and just having a community of good, fun, like-minded nerds. It's a great place to feel like you belong, because you do.
Yes, you do.
You absolutely do.
We
if you're
appreciate
listening
you.
to us, you do.
We appreciate you beyond belief. We can't wait to jump into this season. And stay tuned. Don't forget that feedback. All right. My name's Mary.
My name is Blake.
Valor.
Nope.
Dracarys. What am I trying to say?
You were trying to say either Valar Morghulis or Valar Dohaeris.
Yeah. Dracarys.
It's Dracarys.
Sorry, guys. I wasn't looking at the script. Dracarys.
All right. Bye, guys.